All right, we are live. Yo, 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 what is good, gamers? What is good, YouTube? This is your boy Lincoln Clay coming back at you with another live stream. Remember to smash that like button, help spread my content to a wider audience. I would appreciate it. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you can stay notified whenever I put out new content. I would appreciate that as well. A couple of real quick things here. Uh, First of all, I have reached a very, very small milestone, but it is a milestone no less. Um, my last stream got 51 likes, so that is the first video I have put out, be it a full blown video or a live stream, that has gotten over 50 views. So, small milestone, but a milestone no less. Thank you, everybody who watched the video, the playback, or whether you were live. I really appreciate that. Um, while I am on this subject, I also want to apologize to Imi Khan. Uh, Imi Khan, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I really appreciate you commenting during the podcast. Unfortunately, I was not able to answer any of the comments because I closed all the windows in the best interest of minimizing the buffering. So, um, while my speed isn't the greatest, I've come to find out that YouTubers with premium upload speeds and download speeds, they still experience buffering too. So I guess that's just part of life when it comes to uh, live streaming on YouTube. It is what it is. But so I did not see your comments until after the live stream was over, and I went back and checked the playback, and I saw your comments. I tried to respond to them. I hope you saw them. But thank you for commenting. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do with my channel is stir up conversation through the chat. So I welcome all comments, be it good or bad. I've also gained a few subscribers this week. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're enjoying the content. So, and I think it's time to get on to the topic. I don't want to be on a very long time. I just got done working out, and now, I'm sitting here multitasking, sitting here with my podcast, and I'm eating and having a protein shake at the same time. So if you hear me eating and drinking, please excuse me. But once you get done working out, the way I understand it, once you get done working out, you have about a 45-minute window to get some protein into your body, to maximize the results. So as soon as I got done working out, I had to throw a chicken breast in the air fryer, which which is a healthier way of cooking some of your favorite foods. And I had to whip up a protein shake. So here I am. So with that being said, excuse me. Let's get into the topic. So, well, yesterday I was at the gym, so I didn't. That's one of the big reasons why I didn't, do a live podcast. Uh, but today, I wanted to thank viewers and subscribers for helping my channel grow that much more. I appreciate it. And so here I am today with another podcast. So I'm checking YouTube and I'm checking N4G, and there seems to be a lot of damage control and a lot of excuses as to why Sea of Thieves, as far as I'm concerned, flopped. And several excuses. I've heard several excuses. The game is fun, but only after a couple of hours, only for a couple of hours. Or the game, you need your friends, or otherwise the game isn't fun. And I mean, it just sounds like excuses for a game that's just trash. And then um, the biggest excuse that I found laughable was the excuse that only 10% of the game is there. Whether it's because Microsoft is holding back other parts of the game to release later, or whether it's because they're saying the developers didn't have enough time. A game like that, with that kind of art style, with those cartoon graphics, if you had 5 years to build the game and you still couldn't complete the game, you should not have been fucking with the game in the first place. Please excuse my language, but it's, when excuses get made for a bad game, lazy development, and a publisher who I feel is one of the most shadiest companies on this planet, nah, they don't get a pass with me. Game is garbage, and um, I can't say that I'm not glad I didn't buy it, because I never intended to take part in that game in any way, shape, or form anyway. So I'm not disappointed, nor am I surprised with the the somewhat backlash, but damage control too. Not surprised by either. Excuse me. So first of all, for the excuse that you know people only play 10% of the game, that is a cop out to me. That's probably the biggest cop out. That's probably the biggest damage control. Um, if they only released 10% of the game, what the hell were they doing selling the game for $60? I mean, for you people who, damn, I shouldn't say this, but I'm probably going to. But for those who dropped that $60 thinking this was going to be the game of the century, you are extra stupid. This game, I don't know. I don't know how anybody thought this game was going to be a showstopper. And then back to the $60 cost of this game, which was ridiculous. So my big question is for those who bought the game outright for $60 and they only got 10% of the game, yep, looks like we got our first huge buffer. So looks like I gotta close down any device connected to the internet and all Windows. Okay, so back to what I was saying. For those who paid $60 for that game and supposedly only got 10% of the game, What happens when Microsoft releases its next installment of the game? For those who bought the game outright, that's not on Game Pass, will they get that DLC or installment free? Or will Microsoft try to sell this shit for 10 or 15 bucks? Which I wouldn't put that past them. Uh, Microsoft knew this game was trash, and they accomplished what they set out to do, and they hoodwinked anybody who thought this game was going to be a great game. First of all, they knew this game was going to be trash. They knew standing on its own 2 feet, this game was not going to sell. And that's why they put it up on Game Pass, and that's why the game got the AAA hype, and the AAA PR shit, and money, Microsoft spending like AAA type dollars advertising this game. The whole plan was to get people to buy Game Pass memberships. If Microsoft had the kind of lineup that Sony has coming out this year, Sea of Thieves would have been just another game that came and went. But instead, it's like everybody's acting like Sea of Thieves. They're acting like they saw the Super Bowl last night and they're disappointed because the game didn't live up to the hype. I don't get how you're acting like that, because the very first trailer I saw of the game, I said this looked like some indie bullshit, and I don't have any interest in playing it. So I don't know why people are acting like, they're disappointed because the Super Bowl was a blowout or something like that. It was never going to be a good game in the first place, if you want to use sports terms. It had garbage written all over it. If for the people out there damage controlling, shit, no, you don't get a pass with me. I mean, look how much backlash No Man's Sky got. I guess that game was supposed to be, based on exploration. I guess supposedly the fun of that game was going to other planets, universes, solar systems, or whatever, and encountering other life forms. And I'm hearing that people didn't see shit on that game. They were just flying from place to place and didn't see shit. A couple of alien dogs, cocker spaniels, whatever you might want to call it, but not much shit after that. And No Man's Sky got so much backlash. It was so bad that I even heard reports of people threatening to take the developer to court, basically saying that he lied about what kind of game it was. Looking to take them to court for fraud or whatever shit they wanted to try to sue them for. Notification. Give me a second here, y'all. Well, okie dokie. Check that alert real quick. So anyway, No Man's Sky got a ton of backlash, and nobody tried to damage control for that game. I believe the Sony people were the most outraged over the game. But it only lasted for a couple of days because so many games was coming out. You know, people were upset for a couple of days and then they moved on. And you know, with Sea of Thieves, people acting like, you know, like the presidential election was rigged, and they are stunned. Maybe not the best comparison, but that's what came up at the top of my head at the moment. But one thing I will say that um next gen, the broadband bullies looked like they were having a live podcast, and I think it was Porter Rock who said it. He said if Sea of Thieves would have been on the Nintendo Switch, it wouldn't have got so much backlash because, first of all, you know, the Switch is more or less geared towards kids, so the cartoon art style would have been acceptable. But it wouldn't have been that much backlash about it because they got enough games that people would have just moved past it. And he also said it best too, that Sea of Thieves is not a game that's supposed to be the next Mario. To me, Sea of Thieves looks like the kind of game you should be playing on your cell phone. But Microsoft gave that game the big AAA treatment, and like I said, they acted like that's one of the games. That's one of the reasons why you should pay $500 for an Xbox One X to play this cartoony game. Sea of Thieves should be a free-to-play game on a smartphone. Truth hurts. Sea of Thieves should be a free-to-play game on a smartphone. Shit. I might even go as far as to say that Sea of Thieves should be a free-to-play game on a wristwatch. Pure trash. So, anyway, to the Xbox out there, stop damage controlling. Own up to it. The game is garbage. Stop saying that, you know, it didn't live up to the hype, but this, but that. Not to mention that I heard the game was having server issues. Talking about the circuits was overloaded. I'm not accepting that shit. Microsoft has claimed that Xbox Live has the best servers. Microsoft has claimed that Xbox Live is the best online experience. So how the hell are you not prepared for a game to launch on your network, on your servers? How are you not prepared for something like that? And then here's another thing. Just like I knew they would do, they found a way to try to throw some kind of useless stat at us, saying that there was a million players on Sea of Thieves. Duh. I'm willing to bet out of those million players that was playing Sea of Thieves, 999,000 of them were playing the game through Game Pass. So stop throwing that damn stat out there and acting like it was that hot of a game, acting like it was that much of an anticipated game. No. Game Pass gave everybody a low risk chance to play the game. As much as I don't like Microsoft, if I thought Game Pass had an interest lineup that I was interested in, I would have paid $10 for 1 month. But I saw right from the gate, from the very first trailer, that Sea of Thieves was. So when Microsoft made that big announcement that all first-party games were coming to Game Pass, I was like, so damn what? They all garbage. I don't know if Crackdown 3 will be fun or not. Oh, shit. The games are all garbage, so when Microsoft made the announcement that those games were coming to Game Pass, I said, so damn what? They all garbage. And truth be told, Microsoft, at least right now, saying that all first-party games would be, day one releases on Game Pass. For Microsoft to even go that route anyway, sure, they're trying to sell, Game Pass memberships, but to me, it was an admission. It was an admission that those games were not good. I truly question if Microsoft had a game on their hands like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, how many copies has that game sold? Like 80 million or something like that? I truly wonder if Microsoft had a blockbuster game like that on their hands, would that game have been on Game Pass? I mean, when Microsoft had a bunch of exclusives, I would say no. But now, I think Microsoft is I think these is at least for the Xbox brand. I think these are desperate times. So right now, would a game like Grand Theft Auto have been on Game Pass? I'd say 50-50. Because no matter which direction they would have went in, it would have did pretty good. Whether they would have let the game stand on its own 2 feet, it would have sold good. But at the same time, knowing how Microsoft is, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they would have put it on Game Pass because it would have sold a shitload of memberships. Not to mention that they could release the game in pieces. Not to mention that they would have thrown in microtransactions. I don't know. Maybe I need to rethink that. Maybe if Microsoft did have a blockbuster on their hands like Grand Theft Auto, they probably would have made a killing off Game Pass. I don't know. I probably have to admit that if Grand Theft Auto was on Game Pass, just that one game alone, a lot of people would probably feel that the $10 is worth it. But I just don't like the thought that even though Microsoft claims all first-party games will be there forever, I just don't know. I just don't trust this company. Even if I'm buying the game digitally, I still like the thought of knowing that it is mine and it is not going anywhere. With Game Pass, you never know what they are going to put in that library, and you never know what they are going to remove from that library. Um, I do not think third-party games are going to be on Game Pass permanently. So I think they had to revamp that Game Pass a little bit because I think in the beginning the original plan was that um, every 30 days they would rotate in some new games and take some other games out of the library. As far as subscribers go, the way I understood Game Pass was supposed to work is any game that you played, you could play it for 30 days. After 30 days, once they rotate the library and take whatever game you're playing out of the library, you had the option of buying the game after that at a discounted rate. I don't think it's that way anymore. Um, somebody had a half a brain and probably realized that wasn't a good idea. Excuse me while I take a drink here. And give me a second. If we experience some buffering, please excuse me. I'll be ready to wrap this up shortly. Okay. Yo. Said that's I wanted to watch the I had to pull the page back up. I got an echo here. Oh. Okay. I wanted to pull the page up and see if there were any comments. Yo, what's up, Sick? All right, I wanted to respond to Sick Humor TV. Sorry, brother. I'm just now seeing your comments, Sick. As I said at the beginning of the podcast, my internet is not that fast, and I'm suffering from a lot of buffering. So I thought one of the ways to reduce the buffering was to close all windows and disconnect all devices from my internet except the computer that I'm working from. So anyway, what's up, Sick Humor? Shout out to my man, Sick Humor. It's been a couple of days, brother. It's about time for you to come out with a podcast. I need something. I need something to watch, brother. As far as that goes, shout out to King Thrash. We had a pretty good roundtable podcast Tuesday night. Shout out to everybody that came through. Vidiot, Royal, Diver. Shout out to everybody that came by. It was a pretty good podcast, but then again, when do we ever have a bad roundtable podcast? And then the Sea of Thieves reaction, I already knew that. I already knew that was going to be a big chunk of the roundtable. So yeah, shout out to Sick Humor, shout out to King Thrash. So, well, I think this this damage control with Sea of Thieves, it's probably gonna last about another week. when you're in a situation like Microsoft and you don't have a lot of games, and a game does get released, whatever the reaction is, whether it's good or bad, it is going to be magnified and it is going to be extended. Had Sea of Thieves been a game on the Switch or the PlayStation, it would have just came and went. Not only that, I dare say if Sea of Thieves would have been a game on the PlayStation with all the games they got coming out, I truly believe Sea of Thieves would have been a $20 or $30 game on the PlayStation. That the $60 price tag was ridiculous. I said it before and I'll say it again. Sea of Thieves should have been a free-to-play game on a wristwatch. Oh, $500 for a game like that. A $500 system for a game like that. I'm not going to say that's unreal because that's Microsoft for you. They hoodwinked y'all again. They pulled the wool over your eyes again. And if you want to know the truth, I think State of Decay, from what I'm seeing of it, doesn't seem to be that far off from Sea of Thieves in the sense that it's going to be more of a social game and may lack content. And, you know, from what I saw, it's probably going to lack a lot of action. When you see a zombie here and a zombie there, scattered here and there, it's not like Days Gone where a whole flood of zombies is coming after you. A game like State of Decay, when you got a team of 4 people and you only see one zombie, and I said it before, the zombie's just wandering around aimlessly, just minding his own business, and the 4 people, the 4 co-op players are rushing at him to try to get the kill. What kind of game is that? A zombie game is supposed to have you on your heels. A zombie game is supposed to make you feel like the best option is to run, but at some point you will probably get cornered or your back will be up against the wall and you will be forced to fight. Not a game where you acting like zombie scavengers and looking for something to shoot because the shit's so damn desolate. So coming back to Sea of Thieves and those talking about they only released 10% of the game. What? We gotta wait till E3 to see the next chunk of it? Wait till E3. Wait till E3. Wait for the sun to blow up. Shit. What a joke. This organization is a joke. So, come on here, Google. Hurry up with that damn console so we can get some competition in here. But anyway, this is your boy Lincoln Clay. I think I'm gonna get ready to head on out of here. For those who might have left any comments, I can't see them right now. But once I end this stream, I will go back and check for comments, and if I see any, I will respond. You know, it's Thursday, the day before Friday. Oh shoot, I forgot. I gotta get up out of here soon anyway. I gotta run to Walmart, pick up some groceries, so I'm not starving at work tomorrow. So I can't stay buffed if I don't eat. So with that being said, shut that sea of trash off. Pop in Shadow of the Colossus or something. Jump on your PlayStation VR or something. And in 5 days, let's get ready for the next PlayStation exclusive. And that will be MLB The Show. I love that game so much that in years past, I would take the day off in order to have the whole day to play the game. That will not be the case this year, as I just started a new job, so I'm starting all over again. So unfortunately, I will not be able to stay home from work to play the game. So I'll just have to take my lumps, go to work, and then come home and play it afterwards. So if you like baseball, make sure you holler at that MLB The Show. I know I love the show. I know I love the game. So I've been dragging this thing out, trying to look for some extra shit to say, but I pretty much said it. Sea of Thieves is trash, and not surprising, the Xbots are damage controlling. I'm just trying to help y'all and get you to say it with me. All together now. The game is trash. Cancel your Game Pass memberships. You guys can get ready for Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2. I will not. The game does not look appealing to me. Therefore, they will not even get 10 cents out of me. So for those who watch this stream, thank you very much. I appreciate it. When you catch the replay of it, thank you as well. Hopefully, if you watch the replay, hopefully it will entertain you while you're at work, help make the day go a little bit faster. That's how I get through my day. A lot of my favorite YouTubers, if I'm unable to watch their podcast live, I will definitely save them and listen to them while I'm at work, and it makes the day go a lot faster. So hopefully I can do the same for some of y'all. So, all right, I think it's time for me to jump in the Batmobile and head on to the store so I can get me some bat groceries. So, I'll keep a check out, keep looking. And if there's any news worth talking about, then we'll do another stream tomorrow. So I will catch y'all later. This is your boy Lincoln Clay. I am out.